Salutations everyone, Amadeus44 here, and welcome back to another episode of Neverwinter Nights 2. Anyways, we are at my uncle's inn. Let's go and check this out, shall we? Ooh, nice looking inn, that. Hi there. Okay. So my other characters have already situated themselves. Interesting. Duncan, hi! How's it going?
Well now, what can I do for you? Bit of venom for the belly, perhaps? Or maybe a tankard or two to
Well,
shave the edge off your day.
Different from my father. Who's the owner of this inn?
You mean old Duncan? Oh, well now, if you're looking to collect on some debt, I'll tell you that he's a drunk, and he hasn't got two coppers to his name.
I'm his nephew, I'm related.
Oh, that's so? Well, sometimes here at the docks, kin come rolling in.
Right.
Strange kin, too, and they're asking for all sorts of things.
Dagan sent me. Oh, wait. West Harbor was attacked, people are dead, and Dagan sent me here on a mission.
Dagan, eh?
Mm-hmm.
So the time's come, has it? Trouble's chasing on your heels?
Yes.
And you barely know why. Suppose Dagan told you less than half of what you need to know.
That is true.
Then sent you packing. Don't take it hard. Done it to me twice in my life.
Excellent.
All for good reason. I can probably guess why you're here, but why don't you go ahead and tell me anyway?
Dagan told me to seek you out, that you might know something of the silver shards recovered from the Battle of West Harbor.
Oh, did he? Nothing more than I did years ago. Plain silver near as we could tell. You and those shards were all that were left of that West Harbor battle.
Duncan, I thought you said that shard was magic, didn't you?
Trace of an enchantment on it is what that eel
Right.
sand said. But nothing of importance. Probably residue from demon's fire or maybe wizard magic.
Demon's fire? Sounds important to me.
And that, Sal, is why you are cleaning
Ow.
tables and I own this place. Those shards were magic, yes, a trace. But again, it was sand. And he's a fool. Anyway, barely worth mentioning. More sentimental value than anything else. That really why you came all this way? To hear about your mother?
My mother? What does she have to do with this?
Yeah, your mother, Esmeril. Since you were asking about the shards. What, Dagan's still keeping that inside? It's a wonder he doesn't crack down the middle. But you know, I have no call to say that. I think that's why he buried that first shard.
Mm-hmm.
Gave the other one to me.
Who's sand?
A hedge wizard. Somehow set up shop on the docks. But it's telling enough he can only run a business down here on the crack of Neverwinter. Got a dry wit, and he'll always rub you the wrong way. So his name's well chosen. Still, I suppose I trust him enough. And having a wizard close by certainly tends to keep fools from causing too much trouble. Well, me and Dagan took the shard to him back when he lived in the merchant quarter, before his run of bad luck. But he couldn't get much from it.
So I'm going to guess that I have to go and meet the sand guy, and he's going to tell me he left it in the merchant quarter. Well, let's go to power now. Maybe he can get another read from it?
Here. I've always kept it close for some reason. Didn't want to leave it out of my sight. Seemed unremarkable. But I find that sometimes time will tell. Had Sand examined it a long time ago, but he turned up nothing.
Maybe with the two of them, he might get a better reading.
Well, it's worth a shot. But don't pay him any coin in advance, that's all I'll say. In fact, that viper would be best off...
Ah, it seems I've arrived just in time to deflect the usual barrage of slander from the local innkeeper.
Sand.
Yes, it is good to see you're still sober enough to recognize me, Duncan. Past the stale beer, vinegar, faint sweat, failed aspirations.
He seems like a lovely guy.
Tunic. I thought perhaps you had already had one tankard too many for the day, but... Why, your guest here has the smell of a harbonin about them. Faint, but there. I thought Duncan was keeping company too good for him. Now I see I was right. Duncan, you could learn a few things from your guest.
Still passing off those 2 copper fairweather charms to the locals, Sand?
You have no appreciation for my talents, and after all I've done for you. To think you could survive a fortnight without my ale purgative. Why, you would be buried in the tombs with the rest of the Neverwinter traitors. A betrayer of barkeepers everywhere. But enough about you and your adventurous exploits on the tavern floor. I heard my name mentioned, and oddly enough, almost in a tone that suggested I could help.
This is Kin.
I'm not really seeing the family resemblance.
And we need your help concerning the shard. Both of them.
Shard? That chunk of silver you showed me so long ago? I do hope you're not going to try to pawn it to me again. I'm no longer interested. Besides, as I recall, you said the piece of junk had sentimental value, which upon viewing your establishment is perfectly understandable. Besides, didn't your uncle or cousin or brother or whatever make off with the other shard? I thought you only had one now.
It found its way back, so to speak. We need you to look at both of them again. Properly this time.
Oh, very well. Give them here and let me see what my keen arcane senses can determine.
And wave your arms, and boom. Looks like a fun time.
Well, it seems to have some resentment to being scryed. That is quite different than last time. Are you sure these are the same shards? The power in them. Why, it's definitely stronger than last time. Much stronger.
Oh, so now they're magical. I'm not paying you for two failed divinations, you charlatan.
It's not a matter of divination, you one-tankard drunk. There is something about these shards. Without knowing their history, even my considerable talents cannot unlock their mysteries.
Look, stop arguing. We need to focus on the problem at hand.
You're right. Sorry I pointed out the fact you were a charlatan, Sand.
And I didn't mean to bring up your excessive drinking, Duncan, and your long list of failed aspirations. It was uncalled for, especially when the mystery of these shards is before us. Taking them to any other wizard in town would be useless until we learn more about their past. You need a sage, and you need them examined quickly, so...
How could you not sense the magic in those shards? I can tell by holding them.
Because he's incompetent?
Duncan, the more I speak to your kin here, it's evident where the sense in the family went. Since you seem to have been given all the brains of the family, I'll be honest with you, I don't know. But I do know the shards did not have the same strength the first time I examined them. There could be something about you that causes them to resonate. But I have no idea why that would be.
So who would know about the shard's history?
You could try and speak to Algernon, but I don't think you'd have much luck reaching him. The Black Lake District is closed down. Algernon lives in the Black Lake District, you see, and now he's trapped there. The watch has it locked tight. No one going in or out, no messages in or out, even for the nobles that used to live there.
Yes,
quite cryptic, really.
The Black Lake District was shut down?
I heard about that. Lord Dalrin was killed, wasn't he? I've heard rumors, but no official word of what happened.
As have I. Not only are the Watch not talking about it, but they even called in the Cloak Tower mages to investigate, which means sorcery or demons were at work.
Demons? Closest I've ever come to demons is Dagon's tales about the battles down south near West Harbor, when there was that trouble with the King of Shadows.
King of Shadows?
Some sorcerer, I believe, had a number of demons and shadows at his beck and call. Not many tales left about that period of Neverwinter history, oddly enough.
But you say this Algernon might know more, Sand?
Well, if you're not a member of the Watch, or know a secret route into Black Lake, then you're out of luck. So it seems like you have no choice but to let me examine the shards at my leisure. I'll need to hold on to them, of course.
Trust him.
Watch or secret route. Not bad ideas. Either way the coin lands. Hell, there's Marshal Cormac. He's currently at the city watch post, and I know he's in bad need of an extra sword arm down at the docks.
Cormac from Fort Locke?
Yes, I heard he got back to Neverwinter recently. Surprised he even made it with the troubles I've heard around Fort Locke.
Trust me, you don't know the half of it.
Cormac's a harborman too. and folks of the harbor are as close to kin as you can get out of the mare. He might be able to take you into the watch. And from there, speaking to Aldenon shouldn't be too hard.
Good. That sounds good to me.
If you want to find another route into the Black Lake District, that means dealing with other folks that try to control the docks. Moya and her gang.
Oh, there's an idea, Duncan. They probably were behind the watch closing the Black Lake District in the first place.
Not my first choice, but if I had to speak to her, how would I?
Well, she's got thugs all over the docks. But finding one who can get you to her?
There's Caleb. He used to try to get me to pay him gold for protection before I told him about the wards I'd inscribed on the building that caged the Guardian Elementals. Long story, but quick resolution.
Caleb, maybe. But I don't trust that harbor rat to give you a fair deal. And the price will be steep, in bodies or coin. He doesn't like being the only one with blood on his hands.
Doesn't sound like someone we should put our faith in.
Obviously, you've never dealt with the Watch in Neverwinter, Kelgar. Dealing with Caleb is probably our best chance.
Still, the chances are simply talking to Caleb will make you want to kill him, so it seems a clear win to me. If you do speak to him, though, be sure to do it downwind.
So, joining the Watch, upholding the law, or descending into crime?
That's pretty much how it stands. You can find Cormac in the watch post near the Dolphin Bridge that leads to the Merchant Quarter. He needs help, so it shouldn't be much of a tough sell to join up.
Caleb should be lounging around the corner east along the main road. Just follow the smell. If you want to join with him, he'll probably ask you to hurt or kill someone, so be warned.
I'll mark both on your map. Help you get your bearings.
Well, you can certainly find your way into trouble from here. Me, I will head back to my lonely merchant existence. Should you need my expertise, simply ask. But just in case, bring a great deal of gold as well.
Well, I think the route I need to do is obvious.
Well, there you have it. Talk to Caleb or Cormac. Cormac is at the watch post near the Dolphin Bridge. Caleb should be lounging down the street east along the main road. The docks isn't exactly a bastion of piety and faith. All the more reason you'll find your work cut out for you. Cormac's always on the lookout for someone with a mind for the law. But while you're here, feel free to make yourself at home. Also, any friend of yours is a friend of mine. Your companions are welcome to stay here as well, even if you're off on some other journey like the one that sent you here. They're all welcome to make themselves at home whenever they're not traveling with you. That way you'll know where to find them if you need their help later.
Good.
Sound good?
Did anyone ever come hunting for your shard?
No, not that I know of. I mean, I've kept it in the back for years. Barely even thought about it till now. It is odd that they seem to be after yours. Maybe there's something different about the one you have compared to mine. But then again, my shard didn't have any traces of magic until yours showed up.
Well, a lot of trophies on the walls here.
Yep, a lot of stories hanging on these walls. Shed a lot of my own blood, and others in the past. Now it all goes into the flagon.
Were you an adventurer?
Well, if you can call it that. Me and some old friends, now gone, made quite a company along the coast. There were 5 of us to start, but by the end, there was just me.
That's all I wanted to know. Farewell. Alright, so let's just head out. And let's see now. So, boop, boop, boop. Exit party. And let's see. Hall of Justice in Neverwinter to speak to the Cure Monks. Let's do that one, since that's one of our longest lasting quests. See if we can find our way out. Okay, so let's go to the district exit. Okay. Lots of nice little places around here. Hi! What can I do for you? Show me what you have for sale. Armor of Comfort. Which is Heal plus 2 and minus 20% weight. Benzer's luck. Okay. Flaming gloves. Monk. Right. Is the Thavian? No, that's Headband of Intellect plus 2. Okay, I think that should be good enough. And let's see, yeah, that's the district exit, good to know. Oi. Oops, I think I may have accidentally left my party behind. Yay. That was smart of me. I should probably go back in and grab them, shall I? Oh, I shall. That's in here. Rightio. Boop, boop, boop. Accept. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? Okay, City Watchman. Well, this is just going to be a bit more of my characters following with the original Amadeus, because let's face it, the original Amadeus was helping the City Watch as well. So, hooray. Okay. So that's going to be over here, right? Come on. Excellent, excellent. So glad to be in Neverwinter. Hi, guys.
Coming back to the city was a mistake, Neeshka. You didn't think you'd slip in unnoticed, did you?
No, I'm just surprised it took you this long to notice. So who's wasting their money on you this time, Benin?
If you've got a problem with her, you've got a problem with me.
That's right, Benin. You think I'd come back without some muscle on my side? Well, you thought wrong, and I'm still waiting for an answer. You're too stupid to come here on your own. So who sent you?
Leldon's still got a bounty out on you, goat girl. He's even upped the price for those horns.
Find another bounty. This one won't be easy to collect on.
So what'll it be, Benin? Run now, or let me remove that empty head from your neck?
Brave talk, girl, but your luck's run out. I'm gonna send you back to the 9 hells, where your kind belongs.
Hey, home is where the heart is. And I'm staying right here in Neverwinter.
Idea. Anyways, let's go and bless. That way we will have a little bit of an edge.
Looks like Leldon's in for more disappointment.
Indeed it was.
That was fun.
That's the spirit. A little battle was all we need to get the blood pumping. Almost wish they lasted a little longer. I didn't expect to get attacked as soon as we entered Neverwinter.
Neither did I. If this is a slice of life within Neverwinter, we were better off outside than inside.
What? Mad that we're on my home ground now? Maybe you can sit back and be quiet while I show our leader around now. All right?
I am angry because those men wanted us dead, Neeshka. not out of some competition. We're lucky there weren't more this time.
Yeah, but we're still standing and they're not. Great, isn't it? I wonder how much the bounty is for me now.
Why is there a bounty on you at all?
I would like to know as well. It seems to happen a great deal, and I find it hard to believe it's all an accident.
Leldon still can't admit that he's the second best thief in Neverwinter. He's taken things a little too personally, if you ask me.
There's more to it than that if he's trying to kill you.
Well, Leldon and I pulled a job about a year.
Right.
Big haul, too. You should have been there.
Uh-huh.
I was brilliant. So we get back to our hideout and start to divide up the loot, and that's when old Leldon demands a bigger share.
I'm beginning to understand the problem.
I'm the one who got us past the guards and past the trap at the vault. Leldon was just baggage. He claims he planned it all. Not much of a plan if you don't know the guard patrol routes or that the vault is trapped. If it weren't for me, he would have never gotten past the front door.
So, why is he trying to kill you?
So anyway, there's Leldon demanding a bigger share, and he's definitely planned this part out. He's hired Benin and his boys as muscle to make sure I agree. Well, the odds weren't in my favor. I'm delicate, you know. So Leldon and I argued for a bit, but I wasn't gonna win that one, so I got my tail out of there before Benin got antsy. What's worse is they didn't just take my share. They took everything I had. And I wasn't in much of a position to argue.
Why did it get a little bit louder? So they robbed you and now they want to kill you. That seems odd.
Oh, well, I couldn't
and now it's back to quiet.
Stand as they were. I mean, I am the best. Leldon's good, and he gets lucky sometimes, but he can't hold a torch to me. So I broke back into his place, stole all the loot, every last copper, and left a note explaining to him how I got past each one of his traps. I didn't get everything they stole back, especially some of the more precious things. But Leldon probably sold them by now anyway. Too bad. And still, I got back way more than my share.
And what happened to the money?
Well, you know, a few coins here, a few coins there. It adds up.
And stuff.
I have expenses. And stuff.
If they attack you again, I'll do what I can to protect you.
Hey, thanks. You know, letting you team
Wait,
up
what?
with me was a really good decision. I mean, you actually helped me. And you insult me a lot less than the other people do.
Before echoing our leader's pledge, next time it would help if we knew the people hunting you to begin with. And why, since they seem to have their reasons.
Oh, please, don't get all mad. Our leader isn't, and he's the one helping me. You're just tagging along, all right? Anyway, about this mess. I guess the watch will clean these bodies up. Or maybe there will be a rain or something.
Yeah, that sounds sanitary. Was there any drops? Nope. Darn. Well, into the rest of the city. What's this? Citizen. Whole lot and not a whole lot, it seems. World map transition. Now then. That gets us into the merchant quarter, huh? Okay then. Interesting that. And we've got Tremel and a bunch of thugs. 1 second, got a cough. Sorry about that. Hi, Tremel. How's it going?
I'm disappointed. I thought you'd be harder to find than this, Neeshka. Leldon's been after you for some time now.
If I didn't want to be found, you'd still be stumbling around in the dark, Tremel. Tell Leldon to back off, or I'll be coming for him.
We've already gone through this talk with other thugs, Leldon. It sent Tremel. Walk away and you'll live.
Leldon's not just paying me gold for this. He's also bringing me in as his partner. Just as soon as I bring him your horns.
You're doing this to become Leldon's partner? Trust me. I'll be doing you a favor, killing you.
Last chance, walk away.
You're acting like this is some kind of choice.
All of us?
You're all marked, and I intend to collect. Come on, demon girl. Let's see if you're as hard to kill as they say.
Also, your mohawk is really, really sad looking. Just an FYI. Come on, just a few more hits. And we leveled.
Leldon's more obsessed than I thought. I wonder how many of his goons will have to carve up before he gets wise.
I think it's time we paid Leldon a visit.
I guess you're right. As much as I'm enjoying tweaking his nose, Leldon's getting out of hand.
I'm not certain Leldon is the one we need to worry about. At least he makes his grievances plain.
He'll be ready, though. Since he knows I'm here, he's got to know that I'm coming.
Let's see. I don't care what we do, but I'd prefer we do something he's not expecting.
I don't plan to kill him. This'll be too much fun to ruin it by killing him. Look, Leldon's not going to give up. Trust me, he was my partner. I know him. He's got a soft spot, though. There's this coin of his that he thinks is lucky. He always has it with him on jobs. Couldn't stop playing with it. Real annoying. He's probably got it well protected, too. So I want to steal it out from under his nose.
And what would that accomplish?
If theft got you and us in this trouble to begin with, I fail to see how it will solve matters by stealing again.
Don't you see? If I can get my hands on that coin, he might give up. After all, without it, his plans will always fail. At least he thinks so.
I don't know.
I don't think it's even a plan. It doesn't even make sense.
I prove I'm better than he is by getting around his guards and traps. He gets worried, loses his nerves, and the attacks stop. What's not to like?
I'll tell you what's not to like. Anyone willing to resort to murder over a theft isn't likely to stop because it's done to them a second time. And furthermore, it has nothing to do with why we're here in the city. Not at all. If we want to do something, we should seek out the Druid lore masters in Neverwinter Wood, as I suggested.
Oh, so is that your problem? That we're not doing what you want to do? Maybe you haven't thought of this, but maybe there's a reason you haven't come across any druids. Have you thought of that? Maybe they're all gone, or in hiding, or they just gave up their duties, kind of like you have by being in this city. I mean, why are you even here? Huh?
Calm down, please. I'm not. I'm just telling you, Shine.
Why doesn't she answer my question?
You are right, of course. I should not be here. But I do not know where else to go, and the only clues as to what may have happened to my circle may lie with those shards. So yes, I do not wish to be in this city. I do not wish to be a burden, but I do not know what else to do to help. All I can think of is seeking out the druids in case they know what we can do. But I will go along with whatever our leader decides. If we help you, so be it. If not, then I will stand by that decision as well.
Well, all right. Maybe I wasn't explaining it well enough. But if we grab that coin from Leldon's stash, well, at least we'll have something to bargain with. He really likes that coin.
I'll trust you on this. So we'll do it your way.
Thanks. And believe me, I know what I'm doing. I've already told you I won't let anything happen to you.
Where do we begin?
The first step is to figure out where Leldon's holed up. I doubt any of my old contacts will want to talk. Looks like Leldon's got some influence in this district. Ophala would know where he is, though. She knows just about everything that goes on here and in Black Lake. Yeah, she might be able to help us.
Okay.
We should go talk to her.
And who's Ophala?
She owns the Moonstone Mask here in the Merchant Quarter. It used to be a place for people who,
privacy.
Needed some privacy. She's cleaned it up quite a bit since the war, though. I kind of preferred it the way it was, though. But hey, it's her business. Anyway, she knows about pretty much anything that goes on in the district. Not surprising, considering the kind of place the Moonstone Mask used to be. I'd prefer to torture the information out of Leldon's thugs. But I guess this way is easier, and not as messy.
Okay, anyways, remains. +2 longsword, and +1 studded leather. Okay. And a rapier. Anyways, I think that'll do it for this episode. So, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, comment, or whatever you want. And as usual, this is Amadeus 4 signing out, wishing you a wonderful day, and happy gaming. Farewell.